We've learned so far that a lot of our prejudices with money, that is our money belief, comes from the fact that how we were raised with money and how we have seen relationships around us manage money. So, if you've seen your parents manage money in a particular way, consciously or subconsciously, you would learn from it and start applying in your relationship. Now, it could work for some of you, or it may not. It's really depending on how your relationship is and how you both manage money in that relationship. And hence it is extremely crucial to ask each other one of the most important questions about money. That is, what is my money, what is your money, and what is our money? And once you have defined this our money, or as we call it, we money, you must also set aside the rules basis which you will decide the budget of this we money and in what occasions and for what things you would use this we money. Because once your we money is set aside, you can also set aside your me money. Yes, you don't want to make each other feel guilty for some personal discretionary spends, right? I'm sure, like for me and my partner also, there are a lot of things that we spend for together, and there are a few things that I would like to spend at my leisure. And in that case, me money comes into the picture. Basically, we want to avoid the fight by asking each other that why did you buy this phone, or where did you get the money to buy these new shoes, and how did you arrange for the funds. Let's just avoid fights and conflicts around these by deciding our budget and fixing me money and we money for us. So first thing while setting your budget is to make a note of all your expenses and identify these expenses into we money and me money. We money are the things that you would spend for together, like your rent, your household, maintenance, loans, etc. Now it is we money irrespective of whether you are a two states couple or a key and car couple. Because yes, clearly in two states couple, both of them are contributing towards their we spends. But in key and car couple, where one person, that is key, is contributing financially, Ka is contributing by managing the budget and taking care of all the household spends within that budget. So you both have to be on the same page with respect of your we money, irrespective of who is earning how much. And when we come to me money, it's important that you have some budget kept aside for your personal discretionary spends. So when you set aside me money, you just keep aside some money from your overall budget for your individual or personal discretionary spends. Basically, by splitting your money into we money and we money, we are ensuring that none of you feel like your other partner or the one who's taking charge of the money or is leading the finances is acting like the parent and judging the other partner on how they spend their money. Even if only one person is earning, in the case of Key and Ka should have the freedom to spend on things within the budget without any judgment. So once your me money and we money is decided, let's see how to make a budget. So the first thing is, of course, to list down all your expenses. So you can make a list of all your expenses together. Then figure out how much of your income is going towards these expenses. So identify your percentage. Now once your percentage is determined, if this is less than the 60 to 70% of your expenses, then the balance can be kept as me money. If your we spends are only very high, that you don't have any room in your budget for me spends, then you'll have to move around things and figure out a way in which you can have some room in your budget. Or what you could do is that you could decide, okay, an X amount is me spends. In 1 month, Key would take care of the me money, and in the next month, Ka would use the me money for his personal spends. You can go through the tool Cashflows. In this, it's a very self-explanatory tool. In this, you basically have to punch your income. You first remove your savings from this income. So you decide if your savings will be 30 to 40% or 60 to 70%. And once the savings number is removed, whatever is left is available for your expenses. Now from this expenses, first highlight all your V spends, right? Once that is done, if you have anything left, then great, that is towards your me spends. You can split it equally between the two of you, or you can decide a ratio that works for you. If you don't have any money spent, then you will have to figure out a way in which you can reduce your V spends to have some money left for your me spends. But we would advise you not to reduce your savings, just so that you can have more money for your discretionary spends. Now the next question is, how do you pay for your me money, right? Or how do you pay for your me spends? Now the easiest way to do that is, swipe your personal credit cards for your me spends and then pay that from the joint expense account, because you would be anyway transferring your monthly expense budgets to your joint expense accounts. Or you could also directly pay from your individual accounts. See, the idea is that you have a budget set aside for your me spends. How do you pay for it is completely between the two of you, as to how comfortable you are about sharing this with each other. And if not, then you can use your individual salary accounts or income accounts to make this spends. If you're like, you anyway know that I have kept aside 10,000 rupees each month for my personal spends, then might as well pay it from the joint expense account. So we've given you three options, that is from your individual cards, from the joint expense account, or from your respective income accounts. Basically, we are saying that instead of continuously worrying about how much your partner spends and whether they are spending more than you or you're spending more than your partner and constantly fighting over it, splitting your expenses into we money and me money would take the load off. So why don't you do one thing, that in this session, before you move to the next questions, go through the tool, go through your numbers, fill the tool and decide for yourself what is your budget and how much of it is going to go towards we money and how much of it will go towards me money.